Hello everyone, this is Jessica Mack and welcome back to the Ebony Escape. Today I'm going to be doing the ToonMe challenge. I know I'm late, but it still looked like fun and I wanted to see how I can continue to grow in my art style by rendering my art based on a photo. What's also interesting about the picture I used for this challenge is that I unintentionally dressed as one of my OCs, or my original character that I created, and her name is actually Ebony. That is intentionally related to my use of Ebony Escape all the time for social media and my website, and I'll explain that here. I came up with Ebony's character in my early college years because I was feeling really frustrated. I was in the computer science department, but I grew up dancing, doing theater stuff, doing music, writing, basically all the artsy things, singing too. I just felt locked into my desk and coding, but I was told that if I didn't have a STEM major, I wouldn't be able to get a job, and I was afraid that people would be right. I bounced around so many different computing majors, and I also had a lot of personal stuff that was wearing on my mental health and emotional health. I was also honestly just overwhelmed being a Black girl, a Black woman, in a world that didn't really see me as important. But I needed a place where I could just feel like an artist, in all the forms I mentioned, and I wanted to get away from the craziness of the world. So, I thought of Ebony, an 18-year-old Black girl that felt trapped, like I did, but was able to find a literal and magical safe haven where she could heal her own wounds and get back to the passions that she loves. This safe haven would be a place for Black girls primarily, or any oppressed people, to gather and indulge in their passions, rest, and heal while we all strive to create a better world. Hence the Ebony Escape. Ebony is a personal symbol and an encouragement for me to keep dreaming and trying to make the world a better place by letting my own light shine, because that encourages others to let their light shine too. Ebony Escape is a name, and it's a command for this Ebony girl to leave the craziness of the world behind and build one of my own. I'm currently working on making an animatic to formally introduce you to her and for you to know her story. In addition to Ebony's story, I'm also working on my book, Guardians of Mass and Memory, which will be released in June 2021. It is an Afrofuturist story about an amnesiac orphan named Maleda that lives in a desert oasis, who finds that she has a life and homeland beyond the desert that is threatened by a curse and an unknown murderer who killed a friend lost in her memory. So she works to find a way to break the curse and find her friend's murderer. The purpose of this fantasy novel is to explore what it means for African Americans to feel alienated from African cultures, and I zone in on a particular one in the book, but I don't want to spoil that. But from the lens of one girl in a fantasy depiction of Africa. This idea was conceived when I was at least 12 years old, and it has changed so much over the years, and I'm so excited to share it with you. I'll keep you updated on my website, ebonyescape.com, and you can subscribe to my newsletter there to get updates on my book, as well as my other creative endeavors, as well as subscribing here to my YouTube channel to get updates as well. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video.